Rizzy on that beat.
We have got a hit, baby.
No, I play the game like it's the playoffs. Don't get sweet. Every diamond on me do the talking. This shit speak. Waiting on the spot, your ass gon' get leap on everything. I'm on that I-95 talking a couple bars. A couple women in the back talking a couple stars. I'm rocking 2 Maybachs talking a couple cars. So the reason I did this project was what he said earlier. The key word was growth, right? So you go listen to my music. It's always been street, always been gangsta, always been play with me, I'm fucking something up, you know what I'm saying? And I think I just been going through a lot of situations, you know, on my head a bunch, and it's just like the album is unapologetically growth.
Right.
Yo, what up, man? You rocking with Trae The Truth, aka King Truth. You don't know, we on I-95 right now, man. Bars.
Say that.
H-Town, NY.
Say
just
that.
vibing, stuck in motion out right now.
Say that.
Celebration.
Say that.
That's a fact. Stuck in motion out right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy C's. This is Bars on 95, home of the heavy bar
this ain't
spitters.
a regular episode. We got
Home of the heavy bar spitters.
Listen, we got a Houston legend in the
the
building.
heavy legends, the heavy influence.
It's been a minute. This is actually an exclusive because it's been a minute since Trae did something like this for the fans.
That's a fact.
And we appreciate you even taking this trip down to
We
get down here,
appreciate you,
Trae.
man.
Oh, man, you know, we celebrate. We coolin', bro.
Hey, listen, let's not waste no time. I know you want to get to it.
Let's get
DJ
to it.
E1, let's get right to it, man.
H-Town. We still stuck in motion, though.
That Maybach
the
music
one.
flow right here.
Lately, I've been feeling like the tempo on me about to blow. If they tell themselves that I ain't winning, they forgot the score. Guess they mad. Time was running out like it was time to go. Crazy how a bunch of niggas hate. I'm just trying to know. Ask me, that's the type of shit that make them look weak. Mad that I'm $1 million nigga, they just look cheap. Niggas know my hustle staying woke. Them niggas been sleep. Acting like they really making noise. They ass a little beef. Better know my pockets known to sink. This shit might get deep. Know I play the game like it's the playoffs. Don't get sweep. Every diamond on me do the talking. This shit speak. Waiting on the spot, your ass gon' get leap on everything. I'm on that I-95 talking a couple bars. A couple women in the back talking a couple stars. I'm rocking 2 Maybachs talking a couple cars. I swear I'm from a different planet, like I came from Mars. Get you going. Anything I ride is chrome. Any nigga play with me, I be right front door.
Hey, yo, man, like I said, man, home of the best rappers on the planet. Trae joined us today. He's on a press run for his project. We greatly appreciate you joining us, my brother. Man, it's rarely that we stop on this show where we do interviews. See, we hate doing interviews, but only for certain people we stop and we do interviews for.
Important.
Because it's very important. And this guest of ours today, I could go down his rap sheet on so many things he's done.
Rapper,
Philanthropist,
exec.
activist, exec, producer, songwriter, or artist. I could go all
Dot
day. Dot connector, a Houston legend. I could go all day, man. You know, I got the homie in the building, man. Trae The Truth.
Trae The Truth.
What up, G?
My brother, greatly appreciate you being here, man. How you feeling? Where you at mentally? Where are you? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm blessed. You know, I take it day by day, you know. Same rules, anything I do is how I came up in the streets. I adapt to my environment. So mentally, I'm all right, man. As long as I'm working, I'm cool.
What brings you back into the music space right now to be making music? I know you've been away from it for a while with a lot of important things you've been handling. But why now?
The crazy thing, I never stopped making music. The point of what be happening is I don't get to put it out because it's always something that's happening across the world, and I jump frontline, whether it may be somebody losing their life, whether it may be hurricanes, disasters, or just people in need. And so at them times, I be having a choice. Do I do something where I can focus on myself for a moment or go out there and be for the people? And people always win, you know? So every time I got ready to put out music, it would always be something happening. So I never really had a clear lane where I could focus on having fun with it, you know? Because I'm a frontline soldier no matter what. First, I get more excitement out of being there for people than I damn to do the music. And them both my loves, you know? But I got over 2,000 unreleased records. I record like crazy, you know? So even if I was to stop rapping today, I could always put music out.
Yeah.
But I just like to be fresh with it.
So a lot of people say they front line, right? Like, they'll use their voice or their platform to kind of speak on stuff, but you really front line. Like, you'll be in the trenches, be in, these situations
Facts,
to where people need you.
Trey's not doing it for the cameras, for sure.
And it's crazy to say that. What I tell people, man, is if you really look at the stuff we do, anytime me and my team or we go out, it's not guaranteed we can come back home. It ain't guaranteed we can come back home, whether it's added with the laws, whether it's disasters with floods, whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, whether it's trying to rescue people and you dealing with alligators, snakes, all kind of like every aspect we come out. There ain't nothing guaranteed for us to make it back home. So if they think we doing that for fun and they got something else,
Where does that come from? Where would you say that sparked from?
I think that's just my heart naturally, man. Matter of fact, I know it's my heart naturally because my kids think the same way I do. And that got to be something they inherited for me. You know what I'm saying? So definitely just been the heart.
Now, we seen, it's crazy. You've been one of the, you really a vet in this industry. We've seen you from like Trae the beginning, when you like 2003, even before that in the 90s. Like if you've been tuned into Trae and your brand for a while, we've seen your growth. We've seen from where you were and way back to where you are now.
Look, I know you're trying to beat around it. I could be a problem back then.
It ain't even that.
I'm saying that's how people used. So Jeezy tell people all the time. He say, "Man, I watched Trae go from the villain to a superhero."
Right, and that's exactly what I'm getting. Like you got from one point to where you are now, and we've seen the maturation of what you've done with your brand and did you see this?
Nah,
like
never. I never at all, man.
What caused that shift for you? Like, did you? If you didn't,
I don't think it was ever a shift because I was showing people on social media. I've been getting these awards and shit since
for a minute, right?
Since 98, 99. So this ain't nothing new to me. I think it just got magnified on a larger scale. You know what I'm saying? And when it did that, now everybody like, oh, who is this? You know how you can see an artist blow up and then they be like, oh, they just blew up overnight and they don't know how long they really been there.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that was with me being for the community and for the people. And then when they go to looking back, they're like, oh shit, he been doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was ever a transition. Now, what I will say, it came a point where I had to accept it, because I don't like being called a philanthropist or activist. You can't, because I don't want you putting me in no box trying to make rules for what I can and can't do.
Right.
Long story short, it's all just me. Everything about me is me. You're going to get me clear as day. It's black or white. There's no gray area in between. Same way I fight on the front line for people, I'm going to get out in the streets and do the same thing. The same way I'll do this, I would still be doing it in all aspects too. So I don't think it was ever necessarily a transition, but I do understand once I accepted what I did and what I'm doing, I understand that there was a bigger picture. Like I used to, so T.I. used to tell me all the time, right? That's my brother. We argue all the time. That's my real brother. So he was like, man, what you doing so much more bigger than music? And I used to get mad, like, nigga, don't try and make me stop rapping to get to doing something else. Like, nah, this is what but I was stubborn with it for a while, but then when I seen and I really started understanding how it touched the masses and just what people took from me the most, then I started getting it like, okay, I'm damn near stepping in the shoes of our generation of what was needed.
Facts.
Because you got to think from back then to now. I'm like, when people, it was a joke at first when people used to call me a superhero, but now like they really feel that like that's down to what it is. So I just, with that it come great responsibility. So now anytime happen, I do be on the front line as much as I can,
Yeah. I always wondered like where, where did Trae get it from? Even as a kid, like sometimes you see something as a kid, you like, yo, whenever I get in that position, that's what I want to do with my life. Like,
I don't think it was a situation. I think experiences, like me and my brothers, me and my father close, but me and my brothers was with our mom most of the time. So as you jumping out there wanting to become a man, you're not gonna, you can't cry to mama all the time. You're not finna go beg and mama. So, I used to jump out there and bump my head. And, instead of trying to run and vent or express myself to her, we made ourselves a concrete, like, damn near numb to emotion, other than anger. And I just got to a point where I would just feel like, man, F it, it's just me against the world. But I ain't, that's a real messed up feeling to feel like it's always you by yourself and you ain't got nobody to have your back, nobody to just say, nah, you good, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Other than your mama.
Right.
But when you're in the streets, you ain't got nobody to say. You tend to either have a big homie or OG or stuff like that. And I learned a lot of stuff on my own. And I always said if I ever got in position, knowing how fucked up that felt, I was gonna make sure that I take a lot of homies under the wing and show them that it is a nigga who can relate, that it is a nigga who can care, and that can make them understand, even though we built and bred to think how we think it's us against the world, it's another way. And it's people out here that can give a damn about you, Because me being there for them, pushing them, may take them somewhere to the next level. Because if not, they damn near could crash out feeling like, I ain't got shit to lose, I ain't got shit to live for. So I just got to a point where it's like, man, I wanted to be that person for them where they don't have to feel what I felt,
Right. So you said you don't like being called philanthropist and things like that. So if you had a word for yourself, if any word.
I'm just me, man. I'm the truth.
The truth. I like that.
The truth of the hometown hero, man. Because you got to think, right? When you go to speaking activists, certain stuff you can't do, bro. I'm still moving around.
Right.
Doing what I'm doing. I'm still doing music. I'm still, you see what I'm saying? Then when you go on the philanthropy side, like, I give back. I do so much different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like don't put me in a box or a corner because I'm going to be the one that's going to fuck up the rules. I'm going to buck the system and do what I want to do.
You know? It's good to see heroes in town look like you. And a lot of times, because kids don't really, and again, Jay-Z talks about it in his songs all the time. J. Cole hints at it a few times. But like you don't get to see, you don't look at your neighborhood and see the superheroes. You usually see it far away. And you've been one of those people, it's like a hometown hero, and you always in Houston. That's the thing. When there's like,
my son named Houston.
So when there's issues in Houston, you always there. And that is so important for like Black communities to see that. A lot of times, again, we don't have that as a community where you see this person's you're not only in the music world, you're in the rap lane, but he's also you're not a politician, but you're also around the politicians. You also
so that's the other part. People always ask me to get into politics. I don't do politics. You not
going on with
you
that.
Can't. I mean, it is, but even before it was just a lot going on with it. I'm not in a situation where you can make me do nothing. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. So with me moving and playing by my own rules, the politic thing ain't for me. Like I'm not going to politic with you to finesse a situation to make you want to deal with me or get where I need to get. Like I take the long route every time. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what I feel comfortable with. But the politics and a lot of that stuff, man, I go against the grain. But I'm planting seeds for the next me. You know what I'm saying? I'm planting seeds because if you look back at time, right, people always gave back. Always. But at one point, giving back, it wasn't nothing, it wasn't cool at all. It was just, and I think, man, within the past probably decade, I can honestly say I probably made it cool to give back. Because now you have everybody, every chance they get trying to get back. And I tell people, even if they're trying to give back for the wrong reason, for me, I ain't here to nitpick at it because it's still somebody getting helped in the process.
That's
so
true.
yeah,
You help
a good way to
you
look at
helping
it.
somebody.
you know, like you, okay, cool. Whatever you get out of that, you get that. But you helping somebody that I might not have been able to make it to right then and then. They still needed that help.
Right.
So yeah, but nah, definitely made it cool to give back. And I can honestly say, just for the culture, I shifted a lot of stuff.
That's a
you know,
fact.
You know what I think, and it kind of boils down to what you was talking about. I think, you know, in the community, we don't really see a lot of people like you, but I take it a step further. Even our heroes, quote unquote, right? Sometimes they feel out of reach, even if they are black or, you know, of the same areas or whatever. But for you, you kind of feel within reach, but you know what I mean? So it's like a different feel than a Jay-Z. It's like, man, I might not never run into Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? But I might run into Trae, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to me, that's a very special place to be, you know what I mean?
So it's special for a few reasons, right? Because imagine me doing the stuff that I do in the community, doing the stuff, helping people during disasters, but still being one of the most respected in the industry, being one of the most respected in the streets. You got to realize when you go, it's not just Houston, any city, any state, any real stomped down person who got a name as being a real G, half of them we already locked in. You see what I'm saying? So it was a very special way that it was. I say that God put it together because you can only do one or the other. That's all we know. You can't. It's impossible to be
Try to do both.
all of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing for me to be able to do that because at the same time, like for instance, right, I was celebrating the album just came out. It's been out a week. So I'm doing all these album release parties. I leave from the album release parties to where I go bless a family with furniture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bell Furniture. I bless them with furniture. Leave there, go inside the county jail, kick it with the inmates. Leave there, dress up as Motion Man, the superhero, and have thousands of kids doing trick or treat. Leave from there to go right to perform the back door. So it's just
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But I know that's something he got for me. That's something that everybody can't do. So he had that design he had is strictly for his son right here. You know what I'm saying? So
it's incredible, man.
Yeah, I'm appreciative of it. It's a gift and a curse though, because the part of the curse that throw me off is I'm sorry, sometimes I be going blank.
It's all good. Gift
the
and
part
curse.
of the curse is I don't be realizing how big I am to the world.
Yeah.
Because I'm out there every day with them. So when I come in the room, they're, oh shit, there's Trae. You tripping. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? And probably some of the moves that I make don't be the moves that I should make necessarily because I don't necessarily realize how big. Like, bro, if you look at this generation, bro, the only award I haven't really received is a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, that's true.
You know how hard that is to say that?
That's true. That's true.
If I was to take, if you would come to Houston and just look at my studio room, be nothing but award. To the point I don't even like taking awards no more. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I mean, it's a testament to the stuff that you've done and what you've done that it lets you know not only the world, your community respects it, but also the world respects it. Because a lot of times, if that's what they respect is the accolades, you got that too. And I was just about to, it's crazy. I was just about to transition into talking to you about how me and him always, like, we're anti-goofy on this show. Like, we stay away from all gimmick, all goofy.
All shit that go viral.
All shit that we stay away from all of that shit. That's why our show is a little bit different from others. And we say it's only but a few handful of guys in the industry that still believe in that.
Yeah, when you speak on that, you speak in principles, morals, ethics,
values.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people don't. And a lot of people jeopardize stuff that they know deep inside is wrong, whether it may be for money or just the opportunity, man. And again, if you remember at the beginning of the conversation, I say I don't do what I need to do to fit in. I take the long way around.
Right.
You know, because even though it may take longer, it means a lot more to me.
Right.
You know, because I can look in the mirror every day and don't have to say, man, I jeopardized myself at that moment just to try and get a couple of steps ahead.
And you know, that brings it back to the project. You are unapologetically Houston on this. Like
Stuck in motion.
You have. Let's talk about the project, right? What's the approach you took? You have over 2,000 worth of songs in the stash. How'd you go about putting this project together? What was your direction and how'd you go about putting this project together?
Anytime I put a project together, once I start on a song, I record that project right then and there. I don't go back and go, I don't do that.
Okay.
And I hate to keep bringing up T.I., right?
Yeah.
He would tell me,
shout out to T.I.
Yeah,
He's
man,
on
shout out, go get the movie The Apartments. You know what I'm saying? My bro did his thing. My movie coming out any day, sold too. So get The Apartments and sold. But I would have music that be ready to come out.
Right.
And once I start recording something else, that just get.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So every time people excited for certain music, I done moved on to go do some new stuff.
Right.
And I'm not touching none
You
of the
ain't
old
never gonna
stuff.
double back.
So, shout out to my man, McKinney. He, a couple people be trying to tap into me now, like, nah, bro, we gotta just let these records out, But I don't know, man. I can do the music, just ride around, listen to it myself. You know what I'm saying?
You selfish, man. You selfish.
And
Let the joint
that's exactly
go,
the
man.
word that they use. But
let it go, man.
But man, sometimes when you really love music the way I do, sometimes you don't want to throw it out and it get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Because if it don't impact the way that even a percentage of what you feel it should impact, it's like, damn, even though in this day and age, anything can be revived years later, that just ain't the, that ain't the way I go about it.
Yeah,
But
Jay
I got
just,
some,
Jay just did an interview where he said,
why he would make
he would make another album or when he would make it. He's like, if he has something important to say, he's not gonna just throw it out. It just reminded me when you just said that. He's just
shout
not
out
gonna,
Jay, man, I salute him for a lot of things he's doing, and that's the homie. Him, Beyonce, Be Good, the whole family.
You just had your 15 year Trae Day anniversary.
Yeah, 15 years, and it was sponsored by Be Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
that's
shout
fine.
out to them, man. And we just seen each other in Houston. I was telling him, man, I commend him on everything he doing because it's a lot of stuff that he do also that people don't necessarily see.
Right.
And just like as well as me, man, it'd be crazy. The stuff y'all see is only 20-30% of what I really do. Like I got stuff damn near like the music. I got stuff sitting in my phone that I could just literally just be letting out to show you what type of stuff go on, man. And I help so many people. It get to a point, man, I'll be out places and people run up on me like, man, I thank you for what I thank you for what you did. Or, hey, you know what you did for my auntie? And I just be like, I don't necessarily know, but when they go to telling me the story, I remember it vividly, you know what I'm saying? But that's how much I be in it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Back to the music, you don't got that many features. Is there a reason specifically for that?
So the reason I did this project was what he said earlier. The key word was growth, right? So when you go listen to my music, it's always been street, always been gangsta, always been play with me, I'm fucking something up. You know what I'm saying? And I think I just been going through a lot of situations, bump my head a bunch, and it's just like the album is unapologetically growth.
Right.
If you listen to it, I'm unbothered. I'm just enjoying life.
Very
I'm doing me.
Right.
It's just a vibe.
Right. Sounds like Trae.
Yeah, it's just
like
a
Trae.
vibe. And I did the me and Larry June track because I did some on his.
Shout out to Larry June too.
Yeah, I did some on his that was produced by Mr. Rogers. They got me on, and people received it super well, or where they want us to do more records. So, I did that, and then the only other feature was my nephew, which that's in house. So Nico, and then the last one was T.I. I was doing Swear and I sent it to him.
That's more
and
home team.
Yeah. So it's all inner circle, but it's just enjoying the music because the deluxe done already. When I started the project, because the project was done within a couple weeks time span. So when I started it and finished it, once it was getting mastered, because I sent all the songs in to my engineer Watson and Miguel, and I think the total was like maybe 29 songs.
Damn.
So I'm at a point like, man, I can't put all that out.
Right. You had to cut back on some of the songs.
I cut back and I used the rest on a deluxe.
So Trae, where does and I always like asking veteran artists this: where does your motivation come from to keep making music?
I love music, but I'm one of them people. My word is my word.
Sheesh. I ain't lying. It's 2,000. And some more.
And some more. 2,000 plus. Now, because again, you do represent rap. You do represent lyrics. I noticed that as you listen to your music, lyrics do mean a lot to you.
And it's so crazy, right? Imagine being in the game over 20 years and you don't recycle raps. You know how hard that is.
Yeah.
Because you won't find the same Trae verse on nothing. You know what I'm saying? You damn near won't even find the same style of a Trae verse on nothing. But I think just the love and the passion I got for it. Because I'm never smoke and drink. Everybody had their own fix. My fix is I just go in there. I vent through my music. Everything I feel and live is through my music. So I love doing it, man. And I like the competition. I like just the energy, because if you pay attention to me, I can deal with the oldest of the vets to the youngest of the newcomers. It ain't nothing that I can't blend in and on top of that, give them a run for their money. You know what I'm saying? So I just love I love the sport of that, man, and just the music.
Trae, that's what we do here on this show. We are Bars on I-95, home of the best rappers on the planet. And I always ask certain artists this: what does platforms like this and the art of rap and lyricism mean to you? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It definitely means a lot, because this is where we come from. Survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? Either get ate. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also understand the young generation. Because our wave of music don't necessarily mean they wave of music. It may not be for some of the older cats, but if you go to really paying attention, some of them really intelligent with the music. It's just not being received because it's not the way that we used to stuff being polished and sent out to us. So I appreciate all aspects of the music, but definitely when it comes to really rapping, I love that. I don't care who you put me in there with. That's I'm A-OK. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you come to find them, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a fact. Hey, listen, man, we could go all day with Trae, because we know he got a busy schedule ahead of him, but I'm labeling this as part one. Trae, again, like I said, we can go all day.
And shout out to y'all, because once I seen a DM from y'all, I was like, y'all was like, man, we support whatever you got going. Just anytime. Let us know how we can push it. And
anytime.
I'm one of them people, man, I believe in always respecting the other and showing love. At the end of the day, even though I may be who I am and I may accomplish, I may have been in the game, a quote unquote legend or whatever they may be.
We're gonna say
the fact of y'all reaching out, I'm still one of the people that's always appreciative.
That's
you
love,
know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing for granted. I don't run around feeling like, oh nigga, y'all better have me on that. Y'all could have overlooked me to go, to go anywhere else. So, for me, a lot of my energy is always giving back in some form, So even though you may see what I'm doing in the community, other stuff, guess what? If I can come on here and do what needs to be done for y'all and get y'all some more people from my people as well as y'all do that, why not? it don't cost shit to be real, bro.
Right.
It don't.
It's only a handful of
fact.
people like you left in this industry,
That's
Trae. I
crazy.
just want you to know that before we sign off. It's only a handful of people in this industry like you, that's built like you, that move like you. And we always try to keep our community, that community together on our show.
Yeah, man. And make sure, first and foremost, make sure they check out Stuck in Motion, man.
Yes, sir.
Right.
The album is out now. It's freshly out. You can download,
Right.
stream, and do whatever you got to do, man, because, you know, it's a vibe. And, you know, it ain't really many solid ones left. So I rather push and celebrate while I'm still here.
Support
while
the
a couple
real,
of us
man.
here instead
Support the real.
of later on down the line, man. So,
Deluxe on the way. You got a date where you want to drop that, or you gonna let them eat? You gonna let them consume
the
this
album
full
been
of-
out a week, so you know,
All right.
I've been to move fast, and then they
That's
be looking at me like, bro,
That's
you
true.
didn't even let people
Let
exhale
people-
for a
Gotcha.
second. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
but
Movie on the way.
yeah, movie Soul
on the
is
way.
on the way. My glasses, the ABN shades, it's ABN/Habibi. My glasses on the way.
I need a pair.
Of course, you know
those.
my company Bump Box. You know,
Bump Box.
we everywhere.
Bump Box,
You know,
yep.
y'all can get,
They got the
especially for the culture of New York. Y'all gotta get. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna send y'all.
Yeah, you gotta, we gotta put it on the show,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Get
Yeah,
it
I'm
on
gonna
the
send
show.
y'all some boxes. The movie Soul, my headphones, you know, my in-ear buds, the Bump Box ABN headphones, my merch. Bro, you know, when you come to Houston, I got my food trucks. I got a little bit of everything going on, bro. I'm a monster when it comes to hustling.
That's what's up.
I told you we could go all day.
we gotta come to Houston.
We gotta come to Houston.
Yeah, you should have came. Y'all need to come Trae That. You come Trae That. It's something different for you.
We might have to do it. We might have to
something.
do something bars on I-95 related on Trae Day
Let us
in
know.
Houston. We might have to do that, man. Yo, listen, man. We could, like I said, we could go all day. You know, Trae, I greatly appreciate you joining us. We're definitely gonna double back. We wanna do something more special for the part two.
Yeah. You know, this just in passing. We're gonna do something real special, man. We're gonna kick this shit out.
Listen, man, it's your
Stuck
boy
in
AB.
Motion.
Stuck in Motion is out now. Make sure you tap in, man.
Sir, signing out.
Subscribe now.